Where's Kim? Kim? This lady's still in the shower. Well. Okay, we'll speak to them later. We got more policey people. Who are you?
You look like shit.
Your ruffled face reflects in the man's sunglasses.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
Last couple days have been rough.
Oh, don't be so modest. We're looking at several months worth of damage here. Kind of a miracle you're still up and at it, to be honest.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What you want?
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. A similar, but different face. He might be wearing a disguise.
Kim, who is this guy?
I'm not getting involved in this.
Cool shades. You wearing a disguise?
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response. Something to click. It's not happening though. Who is this guy?
We got no idea. Got some questions for you. I'm a cop. It looks like they are too with their things, but are they internal affairs?
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Like a mega star.
Yes, a superstar cop. Of course. This again.
Now, will you answer some questions for me?
No.
Don't you have to?
No, he doesn't.
If I wasn't clinically depressed, I'd burst out laughing. But I'm gonna go with no right now.
If you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things? No, he doesn't.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
Okay, I'm doing this investigation. A man is hanged.
So, do you know who hanged him?
Not yet.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hey, why am I even telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you?
It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating. And
Yeah, look, we just got a healed
somewhere.
morale point, thanks.
The custom even? Strange.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more?
Talk about it again.
Okay, why not?
No.
So, do you know who hanged him?
No.
I don't know. Oh my god.
Alright,
Watch
see you
out
around.
for yourself.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station and reporting your badge missing?
Wait, your voice, I recognize it.
Oh really? I wonder where.
I lost my badge recently when I called in to report it missing. You were there.
That's the where you remember me from?
Maybe.
Okay then. It's probably a coincidence. People sound alike. Goodbye.
Look at that. Killed 12 minutes. That's convenient because we needed to get down to the Watergate at like 1:45. Or was it 1:15? Well, we couldn't have made it down there at 1:15 because we didn't wake up till 7:30. Yeah, they're maybe it's some sort of internal affairs. Because they had the reflective rectangles. Can I do the honors?
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle.
Pull the light. Pull the lever. Close the water lock on Wednesday. Yeah, I've got experience.
The water lock starts moving.
All right, we can go to the coast now. Expect rugged terrain and drunks. And if you wanted to forge that document for Evrard, now you can.
Maybe, but I got some people to talk to here. Nope, they don't want to talk. Am I certified? Yeah, some guy even asked if I wanted to do it. Radio hums with electricity. Oh, we got a whole bunch of bottles and new monies to find. Oh, joy of Hobocop joys. Alright, we're up to 2 days worth of money fines. The traffic beyond the gate, more abandoned. Okay, so magnesium, we need that because we're failing morale checks left, right and centre. There's the car tracks. We should try and find the car. A breaker box to power the radio pile above you. Maybe there's something inside. There was money. Look at that money spot. Decades of old concrete defences. Children play on them now. Ah, yeah. We have nowhere else really to guide us, so unless something pops up, or we could follow the tracks. Someone has broken down the fence and the barbed wire. I think we're going to very systematically work our way around. Since we don't have any real sort of leads or anything we need to be heading towards. Glory, says the graffito, to the ghosts of us. Man, we're scavenging like a pro. Like a super Hobocop. Nice, some cans for the tear machine. Someone's left a music collection. Oh, we randomly out and about found a single reel with a song on it, and it was the exact song we need to sing karaoke. What a coincidence. We're going to be having a glass of wine and singing tonight. We're creaking ahead, a broken axle grinding. There's a car. It looks like a kinema. Banged up fuel can. Bottle drained of all its booze is frozen in the ice.
Banged up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading.
So this is where the tracks were leading to.
It appears to be so.
Let's investigate.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden sinking feeling.
Huh.
Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water.
Is it our car? Did we get drunk and go on a bender? How did we get back to the hotel? Oh, run your hands over the cold metal.
The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists.
Well, how did we get to where we are? That's the thing, right?
A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it.
What is the make of this MC, this motor car? Can I see a logo?
The logo is too deep in murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
How weird all this is going to be when is your guy absolutely strung out? How long has it been here?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening.
Oh, looks like Jacob Irv's journey came to an abrupt end here.
Your mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
Did you say something, Lieutenant?
I did not. But I'd say it has been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
What should we do?
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The joyrider must have left something good inside. Guns, papers, maybe a cool jacket. A joyrider jacket.
How long will it take for low tide to come in?
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
Sit on the swing and wait for tide to recede.
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Hold on, it looks very blue.
Yes, it does.
What's your favourite blue thing?
Let me think about it.
The tune on your lips forms a strange, yet undeniably beautiful
He wasted a
contrast
really good
with
role on
surrounding
whistling a song.
bleakness. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance.
And healed
Then,
morale.
Still looking straight ahead,
of a-
he joins you with a higher pitched and slightly more melodic trill. Two birds on a wire, whistling by the seaside, looking at the water and a sunken car. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
Oh my god. Oh, how stupid is our dude. So, was your dad also, point to your eyes? What's his response going to be? No, I'm the first Asian of my family. Came as a big surprise, but parents are very proud. It's very lucky. It's a blessing on your future generations. It's just... How dumb is our dude? Actually, we have a smart guy. Why is he so dumb? The tide's sure taking its sweet time.
I believe it's following a pattern set millions of years ago by cosmic forces. But I suppose it could move quicker, yes?
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
Do you think I will ever find my gun?
God, I hope so.
I've been thinking if I put enough time into eating right and exercising, it's not going to happen, I could turn myself into a living weapon. Then I wouldn't even need a gun.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Squint your eyes and say, is that a number on the side?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
Oh my god, it is our car.
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical. Does he know something about that speed racer?
Oh god, no.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm so sorry.
41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
No.
Yes, your car is in the sea. Face it, so we can start dealing with this.
No. It's a coincidence.
The lieutenant just shakes his head.
No, it's the street racer.
There were never any street racers. It was always you. You drove your car in the sea.
Oh my god, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you drove your police motor carriage into the sea after you jumped across a canal.
How do we get back? Maybe I was in pursuit of someone.
Of whom? I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk.
How do we get it out?
Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point.
So it's just gonna be there like that?
I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off.
I can still fix it.
That is very unlikely. All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well. You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. It'll be cheaper to buy a new one. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this.
I couldn't even pay a hostel bill.
Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
We'll take one of your district's cars.
This was 20% of the station's vehicular budget.
Oh man. Things were going so well, we were just whistling
You
merrily.
can still whistle. Besides, the night is always darkest before the dawn.
They're not gonna take me back after this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
And he did tell us we have solved more cases a year than like 90-something% of the cops. I wanted to be Jacob Irv, not me.
Well, it isn't. It's you. I'm very sorry.
The badge, the gun, and now this.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses
Doesn't
and doesn't
say
say anything.
At least we can see what's inside.
Yes. Let's go take a look.
Okay, we did get a skill point.
The 15th Indo
And we could
tribe.
also unlock the 15th Indo tribe.
Because there was. The 15th Indo tribe was comprised of 8 kids from Forberg and North Jamrock, running from wild dogs in the valley, hiding scents under rocks, and stealing clothes off clotheslines, and sometimes even the copper wiring of phone lines. You may have been one of them. This must be a childhood memory. The 15th Indo tribe was your Indo tribe, set to rule in Cylinder. The rest of the kids are dead now. Car accidents and drug overdoses. Only you remain.
Now we get 10 cents every green orb clicked. What are green orbs? Ah, we can get... Oh, do we get anything from that? Is it just the... That's just the thing. 10 cents and the learning cap. So, nothing bad, nothing good, really. We get apricot chewing jam. Let's unlock that. Let's internalize the apricot chewing gum.
There's no way to listen to the tape without a working tape player or portal-reel at a pawn shop. A pawn shop would have a tape player.
Okay, there we go. Do we have any more points to... No, that's the one. Okay. Alright, so we're going to need to find green orbs. Where are these green orbs? For 10 cents a click. Hey, we got our badge! And a commander's jacket. We get one Esprit and one visual calc. That's better than Shivers. Let's take the visual calc. Nice, look at that. Look fancy.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
I found my badge.
At least something good came out of all these.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Look at the photo.
The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. But the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge.
How old?
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
And he's winking, why?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now.
Oh.
The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Harrier. That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Harriet Dubois it is then.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it.
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
What is a Lieutenant W freighter?
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
W freighter?
The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W Freighter.
Declined? Well then I would be able to do field work.
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant.
What's a décomptage?
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol citizens militia. It means counting down to twos.
The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which in turn was developed by last century experimental psychologists in the University of Königstein.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings.
What kinks?
Kings like satellite officers and the additionally a freighter rank I already explained.
Wait, satellite officers.
You are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite.
Right, so you've been putting up with all my BS because I'm your superior.
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work.
Ah,
It
okay.
matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
Yeah, I thought my rank was drunk.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary.
Thanks, gives me hope.
Good.
Such a small yet precious thing.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
The numbers are not there for good measure. They have an administrative purpose, one that's unfortunately been erased from your memory.
Date of issue, 7th November.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
You're pretty sure you weren't doing well, but better?
Everyone back at the
Probably
precinct
yes.
seems you're an idiot. Why have we been getting offered promotions? I mean, we're probably still an idiot. We just happen to solve cases.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41.
Seniority?
Mine says 57. The 57 is
seniority.
mostly
Is that what it is?
industrial harbor.
What's the one that is
A lot
just
of
because you've
asphalt.
been there longer?
The
That's
41st
seniority,
is-
isn't it? No, seniority's higher rank. Or is it both?
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is. But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva.
Roberts, Feuerbach, Dimitri. Suddenly, names from your decomptage flash in your forebrain. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate.
No, put it away. Now, should we be telling someone we found our badge? No. Okay. Well, it sucks. But it is what it is. Footprints in the snow leading away. And there's a boat. Let's head up this way. A single chair. Cold breeze enough to make the wall planks creak. Is that money? Postcard. Bow knot tie. We can get 2 drama points. Bow tie knot. Bow tie. Bow knot. Doesn't matter. It's a bow tie. Another tin can. Maybe rich. This keeps up.
Great news. The boat is big enough for a grown man like you to fit underneath it in a supine position.
Wait, what would I be doing under there?
Sleeping. Was it not decided that you're a hobo cop? More hobo than cop? Or was that fine irony that your visual cortex
Well, that's going to save us
somehow
$20 a night.
misunderstood? Oh no, he's pretty much a bum now.
Great news, I found somewhere to sleep now.
Huh?
I said, great news, I found somewhere to sleep. Point at the boat. Under this boat here. We'll be free.
Sarcastic self-pity is not what we need at this moment, officer.
Oh, I was being serious.
I understand the situation looks grim, but we must continue with our investigation.
You have a home, somewhere. All cops do. When this is done, you can return.
Alright. Oh. Man, now I have to make sure I save up another... Like, gotta try and find another $17 if I want that 3rd night. Sounds like life in North. Washboard scrubs filth from fabric. Cinder blocks charred. Makeshift fire pit with magazines for lighting.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
Let's go. bushes are too thick to pass through. I'm going to go the long way around. Oh, I've got new pants. Alright, we've learnt. Put pants on immediately. I'll put the bow tie on in case we get some speech out of it. Right. The necktie back on then. Put our hands in the pockets.
These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party.
I like regular, normal things.
I know you do. These Interstellari pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call a moral intern on you like this. That's for sure.
Yeah,
You're
no one wants to be called an
moralist
intern.
now, buddy. Makes sense. This is what wearing boring office trousers does to you.
Oh, good. Well, what points do I get from these? 1 to Kingdom of Conscience. Don't care. Let's take my electrochemistry. See, dust-covered linens, dried tulips on a bed. And no monies. That curtain's drawn shut. A wetting stone, well worn and covered in rust. Construction material. Whoever planned to build this house left in a hurry. There's a tin here. 55 cents. Oh, glass tear for 10 cents. Money on the ground. $0.64. Don't call Abigail, grumbles an unshaven man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition, then turns his head away.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
Who's Abigail?
Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
Okay.
You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk.
Don't call Abigail.
Hey, tequila!
30-something man clad in two-piece lycra tracksuit puts down his pilsner and extends his hand in greeting.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
Shake his hand.
So what's happening?
Wait, tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street Gang.
Not too hot. I'm on a 50-year losing streak.
That's harsh. I'm like 3 or maybe 4 years into mine. Wait, no. Make it 5.
King looks at his poop-stained lycra with a grim expression.
Things aren't going super well for Idiot Doom Spiral either. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation. At last.
Could you and your pals sign this document? Nice. What do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world.
Okay.
Please. Please don't call. Don't call.
Wait, we won't.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out. So now, it's a pirate's life for me.
Hey, what's a tequila sunset? You keep saying it.
It's you. Your Tequila Sunset.
Wait, how do you know that?
We've met before. Don't you remember?
No.
No,
Aha. Do you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be?
Yeah.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my cords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth.
Wait, did we meet on Friday?
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer. And that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head, right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
It is. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
Yeah, please continue.
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling.
Uh-huh.
One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking? The billboard?
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in.
Naturally.
Anyway, there was a brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach, you revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!" So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for Tequila Sunset, the end of all things."
Say nothing, it's more dignified.
After which, your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice. We ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep.
Well, I got my badge.
Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
Tequila Sunset, huh? Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
How long did we party for?
Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
Not exactly.
If you only knew.
And did I tell you anything specific about the person?
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
Right.
Abigail!
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit.
Did I mention losing anything?
Beside your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one.
Yeah. Did I say anything about my colleagues?
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style. No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show.
Did I say anything about the case?
Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
Did we talk politics?
Yeah, you said that it was okay that you crashed your carriage because the spectral hand of the market was guiding you.
Right.
This was before you started talking about how the Pinkies were always trying to fuck you.
Did you get a read on what kind of cop I was?
You kept calling yourself a goddamn superstar who'd cleared 501 cases.
As you've already determined, the actual number is 216. But what's a little embellishment between friends?
No thanks to the squares at the precinct, as you put it.
Alright, well.
It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
Yeah. You seem like you're characterized by the storytelling ability. Want to tell me another one sometime?
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller.
Yes.
Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum.
Alright, want to tell me how you became Idiot Doom Spiral?
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
Yeah, sure. I'm probably level up from it.
You might get scammed here.
What do you need?
Booze. Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier.
Huh. Hey, I got a bottle of wine here.
So, have you got anything for good old Idiot Doom Spiral? Classy.
He snatches the bottle and pushes the cork in through the
Hey,
neck.
Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Don't call Abigail!
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder/junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm.
Go on.
I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
How many people did you have working for you?
22 full-time employees, an all-star team, a potentially historical set of individuals. Worrying about them often kept me up well into the morning hours.
Did the jogging help?
It did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit.
What happened?
One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles. His eyes are your eyes.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see? At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly.
How wet are we talking exactly here?
Wet, okay? It was raining really hard. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless.
So check the other pocket.
Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass. Ouch, indeed. Reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key.
So what happened next?
I rang my neighbor's buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best. Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this.
Really?
So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you do realize it's all your own fault, man.
I don't remember you being such a dick before, Tequila.
Sorry.
That doesn't mean you're wrong, though. Anyway, that was all the tale one bottle gets you. Almost empty, this one.
Why do you keep losing all your stuff?
Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks. My agency, man. The Boom Boom
The
Room.
Boom Boom Room.
Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts, and oil painting. I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because it doesn't.
Mixing oil painting and breasts to make ads isn't high art. It's just cynical wankery.
Well, you know, sex sells. That's the first rule of advertising.
Yeah, but it's still tired.
Maybe you're right. Who knows? Maybe we were behind the curve? We were fucking rich, though. That much I know.
What's with the tracksuit?
What? You've never seen 100% Lycra before? Go on. Feel that primo material. Pretty nice, huh? This might be one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly.
Good God.
That's
It's
our
nearly
last.
impossible
We've
to
gone through like
describe how
4
dirty
charges
this
or 3
texture
charges
is.
talking to this
It's
guy.
like rubbing 2 jellyfish skins together. You feel about 15% less human for having touched it. Randomized trials have also found Lycra, TM, to be associated with a number of exotic, highly malignant cancers. So you also have that to look forward to. And then there's the smell. But you don't even want to think about that.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them anytime.
What about the other drunks?
My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics?
Yeah.
They're exactly what they look like.
Hey, tequila! You want to buy some speed?
No.
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember?
I thought he was a cool cop.
Don't call Abigail.
And this is Abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together. Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my Lycra threads, but it did itch a lot. Say, you're a detective, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
Right, you're asking a police officer to help you find a jacket you stole and then lost.
Yeah, exactly. You're here to serve, right?
Yeah, sure.
If I knew where I lost it, don't you think I'd have it? I mean, maybe I was up by the boardwalk, or walking along the beach, or checking out the abandoned fish market.
It's a lot of places.
Somewhere north of here, that's for sure. You could ask around, see if anyone's seen it.
Sure.
I'm all ears, Tequila.
Have you got any more stories?
I do. But as you can see, my fuel tank is running quite low. If you catch my drift.
I don't have any on me right now.
Cottonmouth is keeping my tongue imprisoned.
Fair
You
enough.
too, Tequila son.
Find idiot Doom Spiral's jacket. Okay. He doesn't want to say anything. Alright. Nice little bit of story time there. Hey kids.
Yes?
No, not you.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
Hey, where's your mum?
The kids don't reply, absorbed in their little game.
You kids look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
Yeah, I said that.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt. The rock kicker was just being shy, but now he's enthusiastic again.
You're bad with kids.
I am, yes.
Don't worry, everyone is. How about we do some police work now?
Let's try this.
The scruffy-haired little...
We'll have to look around this way before we hit that part of this little thing. We've got a... What's that? Actually, we'll have a sneaky peek up at that little shack, I guess. We got a ruffed grouse.
Hello, mister.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
Where are your parents?
Yes. They don't want to play with me.
No, that's the brothers.
They're older and play outside. They look the same. Sometimes I can't tell them apart.
Well, they look identical, right? I said the same thing.
They look identical.
Where are your parents?
My mom's outside. And I don't really know about my dad.
Oh. What's this? Show the stuffed bird we took from the ceiling?
It's a grouse.
Wasn't Gar, the cafeteria manager, trying to repair a piece of taxidermy?
Yeah, but what's it for?
I don't know.
Oh, can I have it?
Sure. I mean, you already took it. I don't like it anyway.
Oh, what are you holding?
It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of. Like...
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days.
He looks
One
soft.
Of the
Yes. Very soft. Isn't he soft?
Healed morale. Rude.
Bye.
Industrial coal pellets burn with an orange glow. Yeah. That'll be Mum. It's locked. How about you knock on it?
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the apricot suzunti.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Huh. Lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Huh, what he said. We're cops, we don't cause trouble, we take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM.
Ah.
Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another, locked himself in that woodshed over there. He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
What kind of ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black Hound.
I am an ill omen, alright.
You're not. No one around here considers us an ill omen. People would have told us.
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen.
Yeah,
but you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses.
I found a custom space.
Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shop.
How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Hey, you're just gonna give it to me?
No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there.
Okay, I'll take it.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
No more having to pay guard, the idiot.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
What is in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Who else lives in the village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they are away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
I met a couple drunks here.
I'm sure you did. Nature keeps them in rotation. A new face pops up every now and then, and an old one disappears and is forgotten. This is who we are.
Yeah. Is there a way to make a little money around here?
Here? For you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Alright.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
The DeLorean. You get it to, what, 88 miles an hour and it'll take you back in time. Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity, It used to be such a nice church.
What else is down the coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Anything else?
Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk, but it's closed.
There's got to be more.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End.
Okay.
Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
Do you know anything about a lost jacket?
What do you want with a lost jacket?
I want to find it.
That's an excellent question, ma'am.
One of the drunks lost his and I agreed to look for it.
He probably pawned it for booze and then forgot about it. You know how drunk men are?
Well, all too well, apparently.
Are you getting a reward for it at least?
No.
What? You're fetching someone's missing laundry free of charge? Do you not have anything better to do?
I mean, not really.
In fact, he does.
None of my business, either way. How you spend your hours is up to you. Anyhow, you might ask Lillian if she's seen anything lately. That girl's got a way of attracting lost and broken things.
Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant W. Freighter Harriet Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there.
Yeah, I know.
So many titles. One of them double.
Alright, later.
The door has seen better.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangements. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the Whirling in Rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
Don't have to find money. We can stay in a rundown shack on the beach. Although, how are we going to sing karaoke? We see the waves and a church.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it. Adorned.
Let the mirror be for now. We got a jacket. Oh, is that what's his face's jacket? +1 logic on that jacket. What do we miss out on this one? Visual calculus or logic. Interesting. Floorboards creak under our step. Okay, I think I want to have the visual calc. I like the idea of the CSI. Logic is good though. Nice little shack we got. That's good. Okay. We're still going to collect all the bottles and cans because, you know, it's a fun little hobby we've got going. Hello.
Hi, officer.
That's Lillian.
Anything I can help you with?
That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore.
Oh,
This
she
place
talks
doesn't
fast.
really
That's
have
good.
a name.
Everyone else
It's
has been talking
sometimes
so
called
slowly.
Illisible. The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place. The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Indeed. You're always confused as to your whereabouts.
Okay. I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
The missing cryptozoologists.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for animals who are hard to find.
Aha! Like snowmen?
Maybe.
2 odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
And the like?
Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men burning rhinos. You get the picture.
Oh, you're getting it. And it is gorgeous.
Where did they go?
I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
Yeah. I'm not looking for anyone else right now.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Idiot Doom Spiral over there needs his jacket. Have you seen it?
Remarkable. That one already lost everything else, and now his jacket too. It's a good thing, too, that he has an actual police officer looking for it. Good old Doom Spiral. Upper management to the core.
That's odd. Is she actually impressed?
I'm just trying to help out a stranger in need.
How sweet of you. It really is. I check around the abandoned fish market on the boardwalk. Drunks are inexplicably drawn to markets. Might be why they have such trouble staying in business.
A phenomenon that the spectral hand theory of the market fails to account for.
If one of them lost something, that's as good a place to start looking as any.
Alright. What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
Interesting. What have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once.
A mine.
Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
A mine? Yeah, Sam could use a mine. No. Don't want the drugs. Need to know about the human bodies.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer. I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Very unattractive bunch.
Yeah, nice sword.
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Can I borrow the sword?
No, I'm afraid not.
Oh.
Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check. You would put me in an early grave.
Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective?
What makes you think we haven't?
Nice.
The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
Yeah, point to your face and prove that. Do you like it?
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield.
Yeah.
The traces of her laughter are still there, in her eyes, fading fast.
Where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Where's your husband now?
Gone.
Gone where?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Oh.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
It's healthy to let go and move on, but keep the wheels spinning.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
Yeah.
She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
We get a -6 because we don't know a good spot. No.
Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll
Right, if we
take some
find a
time
good
for it to
spot
dry,
for a date,
assuming the sunny days continue.
we gain the +6. We might get ourselves a lady friend.